Okay, if a candle decides to close up in this level, we take a quick short down. So price needs to confirm that we are going to have a closure up in these levels, okay, here for a longer term buy into 73, okay, or here for a longer term sell into 68 or 67. But until those candles don't close, then we stay within this current playing field that we are in right now. Okay. Okay, welcome to today's crude oil analysis video, and we are going to get started right on this weekly chart right here. We're going to drop a floor here, and then we are going to drop a roof right here for now. So as we look at this weekly candles, okay, a couple interesting things here. We have not been able to close above this 66 level, and we have not been able to close above this 73 level. Now, if you look at this candle right here, okay, this is still an open gap that has not closed on the weekly, and we still only have a couple of weeks left in 2024. So we shall see if they decide to close that gap before the end of the year, or where they run it up there near the beginning of 2025, or maybe just leave it open. So we are going to trade what we see. Now, last week, uh, we had this push down. We began selling inside of our trading club up here around this 71 area. I'll show you that in just a little bit as we drop to the smaller time frames. But you can see here that crude oil came down to an interesting price point at about this 68.80-ish. They also came down and took 50% liquidity of this bullish engulfing candle here. So very interesting that they did that. This may signify that they've grabbed some liquidity. Maybe they come down and grab it all, or are they going to push back up towards the high here? So my goal for you is that you can pause this video or go to your trading platform and mark up your charts at the same time. Okay. By the way, it's absolutely free. If you can hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. That's how we can impact more people on this journey. And if you're brand new here, welcome. Welcome home. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications bell. We've got some exciting stuff coming up in 2025. We've got some challenges that will be coming up with some $5 a day investing challenges. And then we've got some 20 pip challenges that we do inside of our private community. Or if you want to just stay right here on YouTube and get that video every once in a while, you can do that as well. We would love for you to join us both on YouTube and inside of our private community. And I'll give you a little bit more information on a 3-day trial offer at the end of today's video. Okay, so now we are on this daily channel right here. And again, this is where, okay, we begin to see some of the price action. You can see here now that on the daily, we want to go ahead and mark up this level, because now on the daily, we have kind of been ranging. This is kind of more of a closer top. We will leave this bottom the exact same way. But what I like to do is go into here and then mark this up as daily level. Okay, so that lets me know that this is a daily level that we have to pay attention to. And then if you want to, you can always just double click on these horizontal lines. And again, we marked up these on the weekly level, and you can go ahead and mark these up. And this will give you a nice visual as you are trading throughout the week. So we've got a couple of weekly levels. We have a daily level there. And so earlier I said, some of the places that we've been buying is that we were, buying some of the structure breaks that become very easy with some of the strategies that we're using. The 3 candle rule strategy break, taking that for a buy, and then inversing that and taking this structure break. And I have a lot of trainings inside the club that we talk about how to do this on every time frame to be able to grab our points or our pips, depending on what your goals are. So at the beginning of the week, we are going to focus in right here on crude oil. We'll talk about if there's any gaps that may or may not happen and how they may or may not respond. And this could be a time where maybe we don't take any gaps at the end of 2024, because again, there is no guarantee that those gaps will close. But you're always more than welcome to join us on our live sessions for the gaps every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time inside of our private community. So right here, we kind of finished up with this candle right here. So there's still a lot of unknown. And as we look at the 8-hour, okay, the 8-hour lets us know that we did have a bullish engulfing candle. Okay, so again, we did break this structure point on the final 8 hours of trading on Friday. So as we look at structure, we are going to probably wait to see where price goes within the Sunday market open. And then, of course, let price move on Monday. But for now, it's very simple. We have a top here, and then we have a bottom here, right? So we are trading in this range. And when you're ranging like this, really what you want to do is you really want to start focusing in on a couple of smaller time frames so that you can scalp 15 or 20 points, because when it's ranging, there's no long-term direction known in the market. So you're better off becoming a scalper, grabbing your 15, 20 points or pips, depending on which market you're trading in, and calling it a day, or just looking for that and then rinse and repeat as you move throughout the week. So a couple of things that we look at here is, number one is that we are ranging. Okay. So now when we drop down to the 4-hour, okay, well, again, we're looking at that price action. Okay. We're also paying attention to any 4-hour levels that may or may not occur. Now, you could argue that, price has rejected here and was unable to close, okay, during the course of these candles. And if you can see right here, we just kind of had a teacup pattern, and then we had the kind of a longer handle. And so now we're heading back up. All indications, okay, if you look at this price action right now, all indications are based on this structure point right here, based on a small liquidity grab. If this was not a normal Sunday market open, I would tell you that we should be probably heading back up at least to the 70.68 level. Okay. That's what this price action is kind of showing here. Okay. Now, to the top side, you can see that after we came to this level right here, we never created a new higher high. Okay. We started creating a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this level right here now that I'm going to mark up is going to be an interesting level, okay? Because now that we've had that bounce from that level, okay, if they are going to shift the market lower, meaning back down into 66, 67, they are going to have a candle to close below 68.87, okay, if they're going to shift the market down one more time. So in essence, you would be looking for some type of price action like this, okay, to happen over here to drop us down to this level, even kind of like here, okay, down a little bit lower. But that doesn't happen until we get this candle to close below this point at 68.87. Okay, we had 1, 2, 3 touches, but we never had the candle closure. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a note here, because again, all these charts are shared with my group each and every day in our live analysis, and that means must have a 4H candle close to sell lower. Okay, if we don't have that 4H candle close, then we are not going to sell lower. In the meantime, we are going to wait to see what happens with any potential gap that may occur with the Friday close right here. Okay, so there is going to be the possibility that we don't need this at 28. Let's make this a 22. There's a possibility that we have a gap that will be established with the Sunday market open. And I want to kind of show you that on the 1-hour chart, because again, once we start dropping lower, we can see now how some of the intraday trading is happening. And now we can take this 4-hour level and we can actually tweak it up just a little bit, kind of right here, where we've had this touch point and this touch point. Okay. And then again, we've had this floor down here that we marked up on the 1-hour. We can kind of bring it down just a little bit. But remember that floors and roofs are never an exact point. So you always want to kind of treat it as a zone and a level right there. So now what I've done here in just a couple of minutes is I've given you a roadmap. I've given you the opportunity to look at structure based on a multi-time frame analysis so that you can make the best decision for your trading. Now, again, We make it super, super simple. So if you decide to join us in our trading club in just a few minutes, I'm going to give you an opportunity to join us on a 3-day free trial. Come on in and see what we do. And if you like it, you can stick around. If it's not for you, we'll say thank you for coming in and trying it. If you don't try it, how will you know if it will work for you? So again, I'm going to give you some massive value each and every day, live trading, live analysis. We've got over 300 members in there who are going to participate with you, welcome you, and just massive value. We have a room just for folks that are trading options. We have a room just for folks that are doing Elliott Wave with a couple of our Elliott Wave masters who are providing charts and analysis each and every day so that you, for less than $1, for something that you're probably going to waste and get no value from in your life, if you can apply $1 a day, trust me, our retention rate is 93% over the course of the last year. We just finished our first year because you are going to get tremendous value. So that being said, I'm going to drop the website down below. And if you're interested, click on that button that says 3-day trial and join us. Okay, and if you want to go right for the monthly membership or yearly membership and save a lot of money, comes down to about $20 a month for all the stuff you're going to get, then you can do that as well. But we love to see you in there so you can start 2025 in a strong, positive community that's going to help you grow in so many ways, more and above than just trading. It's about personal growth as well. So we are going to kind of look at this gap area right in here, and we will wait to see. Now, again, this could be a week that we don't do too much on the gap. But again, if the gap opens up on Sunday, right, the difference here between this price open and where price close creates a gap in the market. Usually they come back and close the gap. Or if they open a price below where they closed on Friday, then it creates a gap to the bottom side. Then they usually run up and close. But again, this could be a particular time that unless we have a substantial gap, we're going to be very cautious on trading the gap because, again, we may not exactly know if they're going to close that gap in 2024. This really is going to be a couple of days of trading. I would encourage you. Obviously, the markets will be closed on Christmas Day, 25th of December, 26th of December, and 27th of December could be very tricky to trade. A lot of the markets go on, automated bots. Structure is not respected. So again, I would encourage you that probably by Tuesday should be your last trading day for the week. I'm going on vacation on the 25th. I still got some member trainings that I'll be doing while on vacation because really we're going to use 25, 26, and 27 to not really trade in the markets because it is very, very unsettled. So this here is your roadmap for the rest of the week. So it becomes very simple. If price heads back down to this level, okay, and we don't get a closure below, then we should be taking the next bounce back up. If price comes up to this level, unless we get a closure above 71.60, which is this daily level, okay, if a candle does not close up in this level, we take a quick short down. So price needs to confirm that we are going to have a closure up in these levels, okay, here for a longer term buy into 73, okay, or here for a longer term sell into 68 or 67. But until those candles don't close, then we stay within this current playing field that we are in right now, okay? They've given you the roadmap. They've given you the field. So we want to stay here until we get one or two. Don't guess. Trade what you see in these levels. And if you're taking, for example, a short up here and price comes up and closes, you just quickly close your short. And then you look for that break and retest and back up and you jump into a buy. Vice versa here. If you're taking a buy at this lower level and price comes down and closes, you close out your buy, you switch to a sell, and then you're looking for that price action to drive you down further down. Okay. Trading is very little of hitting the buy or sell, and it's a lot about your psychology. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time in 2025 putting out not really vlogs, but more like short information to help you with your trading psychology, because we know that the nemesis of trading is not that you can't trade. The nemesis of trading becomes that you overtrade and that you over lot size, or you don't know when to close a trade because you are worried about making that huge dollar amount in a day, in a week, and you don't realize that this takes time to build. Kind of want to leave you on this note because this is kind of where we're heading in 2025 for a lot of the new traders that have started, have seen a massive shift, and they're beginning to succeed because they understand this concept that a simple $50 a day will bring you in an extra $13,000 at the end of the year. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know what you do for your jobs. I know you should be thankful for having a job, but most jobs are not going to give you a $13,000 raise at the end of the year. So if you can come in a humble community with humble people, and even if you just learn how to make $50 a day extra at the end of the year, you have the potential to make an extra $13,000. And let's say that on that journey, you fail 50% of the time, right? So you make an extra 7,000, 8,000 at the end of the year. Again, I don't know many employers that are going to give you that raise. And that's the mindset for a lot of folks who are now beginning to see success, who've been with us in the community for a couple of months. They were trading way too aggressive, trying to make 8% returns per day. That is not possible, and that is not sustainable. What is sustainable are small gains daily that compound over the course of time. Okay, I hope you got some value on this video. Again, hit that like button. It's free, and you can help out the old guy and kind of having more people see this video. I want to impact as many people as possible along the way. Have a great weekend. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and your family as we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.